guys, it's me. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be doing the ultimate university essentials guide. So this video can literally be if you're a fresher, if you're going back to university this year and you want some more inspiration, or if you're like currently in like summer school or something and you're just wanting some inspiration, or just inspiration in general, say if you're moving out. This is definitely the good guide for this. I am an over planner, an overthinker. I need probably more stuff than I need, but it works. Like, I had everything I needed last year at uni. Like, I never had to go out and buy more stuff. Like, yeah, I might have gone out and bought some more decorations or something, but like, that's not a need, that's more of a want. I have curated the massive ultimate list that we're going to read through, got into categories. Let's get right on into it because it is a long one. So if you see me looking down or to the side, I'm looking at my iPad. Very strong, we've got bedroom and decor. So starting off, we've got pillows, literally an essential. You can get them from anywhere like Tesco's, Asda. A duvet, you can get them in like Tesco's, Asda, IKEA. And then a duvet cover. Some of my favourite places to get duvet covers from are like IKEA, Primark, Asda, Urban Outfitters. And then a fitted sheet and mattress topper, because if you're like me, you like sleeping on basically a literal cloud, and my mattress at home is a literal cloud, and the university mattresses do not meet that standard. And also, you do not know what has gone on those mattresses before you. Cushions, just like a cute little decoration to make it more homely. And then also blankets. I feel like they tie the room together so much. I love mine from like Net, Dunelm, Asda. And then into like the decor kind of section of this, you can have printed photos, which you can get from like Free Prints photo box, and to stick them on the wall, depending on what your wall is. Mine was personally paint, so I didn't have to worry so much, but obviously universities don't like you hanging stuff up on your walls. So if you've got a pin board, definitely use that. But what I use to stick up my photos, I just use command strips. When you're done, you just literally pull them down and they come off and they don't leave a mark or anything on the wall, which is really nice. And then like a jewelry stand, I got mine from Amazon. I love it. I also really like lamps. So I've got like a mushroom lamp, I've got a salt lamp. I need to get a new one actually, because I did throw mine in the bin ages ago. So I do not own a salt lamp. I'm lying to your face. I do not own a salt lamp, but I want one because the aura it gives is. And then plants and vines, you can do real or fake. I do love a good fake plant because I am not very good at keeping plants alive. I've currently kept the one in my room alive somehow. Do we know how? No, we don't, but she's alive. Actually, I do know how. My mum waters it. And then a skylight. I don't know if these are still in or not, because I know this is a very like 2020 kind of light, but I honestly love mine. Like, I've literally still got mine in my room just down there. It is broken and battered, but I love her, especially for like pre's as well at uni. It's always brought into the kitchen, and all my lights are actually brought into the kitchen. And then another thing is a string light slash fairy light. They just sort of add a bit more character to your room. And then I also kind of like having an alarm clock or a digital clock, a mini makeup mirror, and then something else to make it feel like home is like teddies from home. And then also some books if you're into reading or you just want some decor books. Definitely they add some character. Notepads, that just fills up shelf space. Vases for the flowers. And then also just a hot water bottle, because if you're a girl, period cramps, they're absolutely worth. If you play sports, again, hot water bottles, beautiful. Or if it's just cold in general. I've gone to so many lectures in my hoodie and a hot water bottle. Now we're moving on to storage. So some good storage solutions are some various style plastic storage boxes. These are just really easy to just like shove under your bed, because personally at my uni the mattresses lift up and there were two slabs that you could lift up for storage, which was really useful. And clothes hangers, 100%. My uni personally did not provide us with clothes hangers, so if you've got a wardrobe, definitely you're going to want clothes hangers to hang up dresses, smart clothes, tops, jumpers, trousers, whatever your heart desires. A stationery organizer for your desk. I have one personally, and it was so easy because I was more motivated to do the work if my stuff was in front of me, because my little ADHD brain can't see it, it's not there, so they're really helpful. And an overdoor hook. I had mine over my bathroom door. You have to keep in mind that most of the doors in universities are fire doors, so they are going to be slightly chunkier. So luckily my bathroom door, the hooks did fit over. And then a laundry bin for if you do your laundry at uni. And then also an area, just like an overdoor area or like a stand area to dry your clothes if you don't want to pay. Now we're moving into quite a big section, which is the kitchen. So this is, like I just said, a really big section. So we're gonna do a bit of a speed run through this. Personally, I bought 4 big plates, 4 small plates, 4 bowls, 2 pasta bowls, a cutlery set, 2 to 5 mugs, 3 to 4 glasses, chopping boards, sharp knives, an air fryer, because at my uni personally, again, we were allowed to bring excess appliances, but they had to stay in the kitchen, obviously for fire and safety reasons. Baking trays, oven gloves, have wooden spoons if you want them, but I personally hate washing wooden spoons. I just don't like cooking with them, so I personally just get like the silicone ones, easily cleanable ones. And then a frying pan. I had a big frying pan and also a smaller frying pan. You don't need 2 frying pans, but that just is what came in the pack of the stuff I got in Asda. 2 different size pans, again, that came in with the frying pan. It was like a frying pan and a saucepan pack. A food blender, that's optional, again, like the air fryer, but I love to cook. A food blender was something I did invest in eventually from home because I left mine at home, so I just bought it from home to uni. Then scales, cooking, baking, scales are a need. Cooking utensils, you can just get a pack of them off like Amazon and Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's, you name it, you can get a pack of them. They're really cheap as well. Like I said earlier, silicone utensils, these are really handy. And airtight containers, if you like to batch cook, or if you've got a really busy schedule one week, you can batch cook your food and put them in airtight containers and either freeze them, put them in the fridge, whatever your heart desires, and you have food and you don't have to cook. And then freezer bag, various food clips in different sizes, kitchen scissors, a measuring jug, a tin/bottle opener. These are really handy because I have used a bottle opener more than a tin opener. We moved past that. A cheese grater, a vegetable peeler, a sieve and a colander. Straws, again, are optional, but I love drinking everything with a straw. Like my literal emotional support water bottle, she's got a straw. And then cling film and tin foil, and then also some tea towels. You need a tea towel to dry up and also clean. I don't know if people at uni know how to clean, but you are supposed to clean. And now we're on to the cleaning/laundry section. So I've just put in some stuff that I personally used on a basically daily or weekly basis. So surface spray, kitchen roll. The kitchen roll is a need. I hate the feel of sponges, so I get one of these like sponge on a stick thing. They're really handy. Washing up liquid, I went through not even a bottle the whole year because I feel like I saved so much more washing up liquid with a sponge on a stick, because you don't just like squirt it all on, it just like naturally does it. And then cleaning cloths, laundry detergent, laundry pods, dryer sheets, bin bags. Bin bags are essential. The amount of times in my uni flat we discussed where are the bin bags, and none of us have bin bags, so bin bags are a must for your bins in your room and also for the kitchen as well. Like we eventually got into the proper routine of a rota. Gloves, if you like cleaning and you want gloves are an option. And then also bleach/toilet cleaner. Now we're on to electronics. This is just stuff I personally again brought. A laptop, iPad, phone, they're just self-explanatory. Laptop you probably will need for your course because everything is online nowadays, and for like coursework, etc. Like you don't need one, but it's recommended you have one. And then a speaker. Next is a hairdryer/straighteners. If you use them, that you can bring those. TV and a console. I personally brought that because I love watching TV and also I love gaming. So I brought my Xbox and just a tiny little like TV that I found in my garage. And then AirPods/headphones. These are a necessity for me. You will not catch me anywhere without my AirPods charged. And then extension cables. These are really useful because you only have a certain amount of plugs obviously in a room for uni, so extension cords to put chargers wherever you want is really useful. Portable charger. This again useful going clubbing, going to your lectures, just going out and about. And then also a digital camera. Honestly, I love my digital camera. The amount of like memories I bought on there. So the next category I think is the second biggest category, or it might be the biggest, I'm not really sure, but it's the bathroom/toiletry section. So we're gonna rapid fire this because I feel like a lot of this is just generic stuff. So a bath mat and towels. I bought 2 body towels and 2 hand towels. That's just my personal preference, bring more or less. Toothbrush holders, sponge, shower organizers, so like one of those like little corner caddies, or like the ones you can just bring into the shower and bring it back out when you're done. Toilet rolls is a need, obviously you have to supply your own. And a bathroom bin. Not all unis have their own bathroom bins like in the bathroom. Mine personally did, but I still bought one obviously before I knew it had a bathroom bin. And then into the more generic toiletry stuff: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, body scrub, body lotion, baby oil, deodorant, skincare essentials, makeup remover, cotton pads/cotton buds, sun cream if you're prone to burning or you take sertraline like me, you are gonna need it. Nail polish, sanitary products, first aid kit, air freshener, hand soap, perfume, hairbrush and hairbands and accessories. We're now on to some clothing essentials that people might forget, mostly because I personally actually forgot these and I didn't realise how much I used them when I eventually invested or brought them from home. So these are things like sliders for say if you've got a communal shower, going in there and coming out, or just running to the shops or something in them. They're really handy. Slippers are also another alternative. I personally did eventually have both. I use them for different purposes. An hoodie. I love my hoodie. Ever since I got sent my hoodie back in, I think it was September or December time, I can't really remember, I've literally worn it all the time. Obviously not at the moment because it's way too hot, but that hoodie, there are some, I'll try and dig some photos out the archives. Currently walking around the train twat, but when don't I? Water has been secured. And make a little collage for you guys. Fancy dress stuff for like societies, Halloweens, etc. Honestly, I've got a building Halloween collection of clothes. Honestly, last year everyone was just coming to me and be like, Abby, do you have this? Do you have this? And I usually had it. Hat, scarves, gloves when it gets cold, fluffy socks, and shopping bags. I didn't even think to bring shopping bags at first. And when I first got my shopping delivered, they were like, do you have shopping bags? I was like, no. Luckily, I did have some from when I moved in. I kept them. But like, it's not really something you would think to bring. And then important documents, because if you're applying for a job or just like in general, you need important documents on you. This can be your passport, student finance number, NHS number, national insurance number, and your UCAS number. They are all, I feel like, essential documents you need. So the last section is uni games, because I do personally love a good prees or just like a little games night. I had quite a few games nights. They were so fun. Prees is always done in my kitchen because mine's the most central accommodation on my campus. So some games that I like recommend bringing are cards, Uno, Jenga to make your own drinking games. I have 2 drinking games made of Jenga. Everyone loves it. And then shot roulette, that was another fun one. There was also things like battle shots. It's basically like battleships but shots. Me and my friends made a handmade card game. That was really fun. There's also other games like the ID game. I think that is everything on my list I can think of. If there's anything else you think I missed or you want me to do a little like short video about or incorporate a video or do a whole separate new video, let me know in the comments below and I'll happily do that, because honestly these types of videos for me when I was going to uni was so helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and again, if you have any more ideas or things I missed out on this list that you think are like needed for first time uni students or people moving out or etc, just whatever, then leave them in the comments as well. But thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one.